Welcome to multiple choice question 9 of the 2009 Mathematical Methods Exam 2. In this video we will be looking at the solution for this question. A reminder that this video is in no way endorsed by VCAA. Now before we move on, I'd just like to point out that the use of a CAS calculator is not really appropriate for this question. So for question 9 we have the tangent at the point 1, 5 on the graph of y equals f of x has an equation y equals 3 plus 2x. The question goes on to say the tangent at the point 3, 8 on the curve of y equals f of x subtract 2 plus 3 has one of the following equations. So what we can observe is that there's a transformation that's occurred, and that is that we've taken y equals f of x to the graph of y equals f of x subtract 2 plus 3. So the x subtract 2 just here is a translation of 2 units in the positive x direction. The plus 3 at the end here we can interpret as a translation of 3 units in the positive y direction. Now the question has been created so that the transformation that takes 1, 5 to the point 3, 8 actually follows the same transformations. So to get from 1 to 3, we can see that that's a translation of 2 units in the positive x direction, as well as to get from 5 to 8, that's a translation of 3 units in the positive y direction. So that means the same part of the graph that used to be at 1, 5 is now at 3, 8. And what that tells us is that the tangent line that we're asked about is going to have the same gradient as the previous tangent line. So the gradient is still going to equal positive 2. The difference here though is that it's going to pass through a different point. So I'm going to use the formula y take y1 is equal to m bracket x subtract x1 to help answer this problem. So therefore we're going to have y subtract, and the point that's now on the curve is this 3, 8. So subtracting the y value is y subtract 8 equals the gradient, which we just discussed is the same as the previous line because it's just 2 transformations. So the gradient's still going to be 2. And then we're going to have x subtract the x value of 3. From here we can solve for y. So we can have y subtract 8 is equal to 2x minus 6. And then adding 8 to both sides will give y equals 2x plus 2. So that means that E is the correct answer for this question. From the examiner's report, we can see that this was a challenging question in the exam, with only 49% of students getting that question correct.